Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's puzzle is very easy puzzle is called Whispering Ring by Arc the Locks. And here are the rules. We have normal 9 by 9 Sudoku rules are in effect with irregular regions. So this is why I say my rules for normal Sudoku, which is you need to place one digit from 1 to 9 in every cell such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or 9-cell region. And this is a 9-cell region. So therefore, I don't have to change the way that I put this because it's basically the same every time, right? This is not a box in this case, and this is a 9-cell region here. We also have German whisper, or he marks it as GW, where digits on a German whisper line must differ by at least 5. This includes row 3, column 6, the circles, right? Row 3, column 6, row 4, column 3, row 6, column 7, and row 7, column 4. So for example, if this were a 3, this would have to be an 8 or a 9, because those are the only digits that are 5 or more away from 3. So that's how example of how German whisper lines work. We also have Keeler cages, where numbers on a cage don't repeat. So you don't have repeats within cage, but that's given because of the normal Sudoku rules. And the sum up to the number in the top left corner. So for example, these two digits must add up to 12. So if this were, say, a 5, this would have to be a 7, because these two digits must add up to 12. We also finally have arrows, where numbers on an arrow sum to the number in the circle at the base of said arrow. And all these circles are actually in cages. So for example, if this were a 5, this could either be 1 or 4, or 2 or 3. We don't know, in some order, right? Because these digits add up to what that digit is. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay. So this digit, so on a German whisper line, what you need to know is that if you have a digit that's a low digit, which we count as 1 through 4, it must be next to a digit that's a high digit, which is 6 through 9. And the reason why we know that is what digits can be next to a 1 through 4 on a German whisper line. One could be next to 6, 7, 8, 9, because those are 5 or more away from 1. 2 can be next to 7, 8, 9, 3 can be next to 8 or 9, and 4 can only be next to 9. So if you have a digit from 1 through 4, you'll always be next to a digit from 6 through 9. And what happens if you have a digit from 6 through 9? What digits can those be next to? 6 can be next to 1, 7 can be next to 1 or 2, 8 can be next to 1, 2, or 3, and 9 can be next to 1 through 4. So for a high digit, you'll always be next to a low digit. And if you're on a low digit on a German whisper line, you'll always be next to a high digit. Now this digit is always greater than this digit. And this digit, because these two digits sum up to that one. If this were, say, a low, this would be high, but then that would be impossible because then this digit would be higher than that. So this always has to be a high digit, which means we know what the other digits are. They have to be low digits, right? So these are low. This must be a high because it's next to a low. This must be a low because it's next to a high. This is high, low, and then we keep going along this German whisper line. This is high, this is low, this is high, this is low, high, low, high, low, and high. So you notice that this always is resounding between high and low here. So this digit, to add up to 12, must be 7, 8, or 9, right? It cannot be 6 because 6 would have to add with 6 to add up to 12. So this is 7, 8, or 9, which forces this to be 3, 4, or 5 to add up to 12 here. The thing is, all the high digits here are between two unique digits on a German whisper line, right? Because we can't have repeats within a column or a row. So, because of that, these have to be 7, 8, or 9, right? All of them, because they're all next to two unique digits on a German whisper line. All the middle digits here, then, have to be through 1 through 3, right? Because they're next to two unique digits on a German whisper line. So this is 1 through 3. This is 1 through 3. These is 1 through 3. So is this. And the corners can be next to 2, 9. So this is 1 through 4, actually. For the cages that add up to 14, you can't have a 7, right? Because that would have, if one was 7, the other one would have to be 7. So this cannot be 7. This is 8 or 9, which makes this 5 or 6 to add up to 14. Same here. This is 8 or 9, and this is 5 or 6, adding up to 14. If this is 7, 8, 9, this is 4, 5, or 6. And this 3, 4, 5 can be at most 1, 2, 3, 4 to add up to 5. So this is a low here, too. Since this is low, this is high, this is low, and this is high. Because, again, you alternate between lows and highs on a German whisper line. Well, we have 4 lows in column 3, which means the rest of the digits in that are high. This is, then, at minimum, a 6. And since it's at minimum a 6, that means this has to be at least... What is the minimum for this digit? These two digits. It's 1 and 2. And that adds up to the maximum amount we can have here, which is 9. Since this is the minimum value, and that adds up to the maximum value here, this minimum value must be what we have. And this maximum value must be what we have. So this must be 6, which makes this a 1, 2 pair here. That makes this a 9. Since this is 9, this has to be 5 to add up to 14. Now this is 1, 2, or 3. It can add up with 2, 3, and 4 to add up to 5. This can't be 9 anymore, so this can't be 4. Because this 4 would have to be next to a 9 specifically. This 9 also eliminates 9 here, so this can't be 4 either. Therefore, this can't be... It still could be 1, because it could be 1 and 2 adding up to 5 here. In this region, we have one of these digits is 1. This pair is either 1, 4, or 2, 3, and this digit is 1 or 2. So whatever 1 or 2, and these both of these 1 or 2s see this cell. So this can never be 2. This can never be 3 then. So this 1 or 2 matches this one, and we have a 1, 2, 1, 2 pair in this region, which eliminates 1 and 2 in that rest of the region. So this must be 3, 4, 7, or 8. Well, this can't be 3 or 4 because of the low digits all in column 3. So this is 7 or 8. And this must be 7, 8, or 9. We're not sure which. So we have a 7, 8, 7, 8 pair in this irregular region, which means this can't be 7 or 8. It's 3 or 4. This is the at least 5. So what's the minimum what's the maximum this could be? Oh wait, this 5 eliminates 5 here, so this can't be 5. It's 6. Which makes this 6 and 8 to add up to 14. That 8 eliminates 8 here, so this is 7. This can't be 4 then. These can't be 3 because 3 cannot be next to a 7 on a German whisper line. Therefore, in row 3, we have a 1, 2, 1, 2 pair in row 3. That eliminates 1 and 2 in the rest of the row. So this is 3. This can't be 3, and this can't be 3. This is 8 with 5 here. That means these digits must add up to 3 they have to add up to 3, and the only two digits which can add up to 3, which are unique, have to be 1 and 2. So this is a 1-2 pair here. This is 1 or 2. These will add up to at minimum 3, right? Two digits, they have to be unique. Actually, we have a 1-2 1-2 pair in column 5, which eliminates 1 and 2 in the rest of the column. Therefore, this is at least 3. So this is 3 or 4. It cannot be 5. So it could be 4, 1, and 1 possibly. Or it's 3, 2, and 1, or 3, 1, and 2. So this is 1 or 2 also. Well, in this region, we have a 1-2 1-2 pair, which eliminates 1 and 2 in the rest of the region. Therefore, this can't be 1 or 2. This is 3 or 4. This digit must be next to 3 or 4. It cannot be 7. It cannot be 9. It has to be 8. So this is 8, which makes this not 4. It has to be 3 to be next to it on a German whisper line. This 3 means this is 1 or 2, so this adds up to either 4 or 5. This cannot be 9 then, because it would have to be 3 and 9 to add up to 12. And this 3 can't be there because this is 3. This 3 eliminates 3 here. This is 4, which means this is 1 and 1 to add up to 6. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so that's 2. This is 1. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so this is 2. This can't be 2 or 3, which makes this 1, which makes this a 4. Since this is 4, this has to be a 9. We already knew that, actually, after this, but anyways. This adds up to 7 with 1 and something else, so this is 6 or 7. So one of these digits is a 7, because either this is 8, this is 3 and 2, so this must be 5 then. So this is 5, this is 7, this is 6. Adding up to 7. That eliminates 7 here, and this can't be 9, so this can't be 4 here. This digit cannot be 1, 2, or 4. It could be either 3 or 5 here to add up to 5 or 6. If it's 3, this has to be 5, and this is 2. If this is 5, this is 6, and this has to be 1. So to add up to 5 or 6, right? Because if this is 5, that forces this to be 6, so that's 1. If this is 3, 3 can never add up with another unique digit to add up to 6, so it must be 3 and 2 adding up to 5. Therefore, this is 1 or 2. Therefore, we can eliminate in row 8 a 1, 2 because of the 1, 2 pair there. So these are low. These are low. These are low. Oops. And these are low. These are obviously low. This is low. This is high. We probably don't need to be coloring this. Anyways, this has to be 6, 7, or 9 here. Also, this 1 eliminates 1 here. This has to be 2 and 3 adding up to 5. That 3 eliminates 3 here, so this is 4. This can't be 2, so this is 1. That 1 eliminates 1 here, so this is 2. This is 2 digits adding up to 7 or 8. So that means if it's 2, this has to be adding up to 5. If it's 8, this has to add up to 6. So this is 1 through 5 here at most. This can't be 1 or 2. This is 3, 4, 5. This cannot be 3, because if this were 3, that would force this to be 3 and 4 at minimum, which would be 7 plus 2 is at least 9, and that's not possible. So this can't be 3, 4, 5. It's 1 or 2 here. This is 3, 4, 5. In this region, either this is a 5, and this is 3, 2, or this is 6, which makes this 5, 1. So if one of these is a 5, is that the best way of approaching that? No. Let's attack column 4. The remaining digits in column 4 are 2 and 3. 2 can't be here because of this 2, so this must be a 3, which makes this a 2. This can no longer be 3 then. It's either a 1, 4, 2, 4, or 1, 5 here. What are the remaining digits in this irregular region? We have 3 and 9 remaining. 3 can't be here because of the 3 in the column, so this must be 9, which makes this a 3. That eliminates 9 here. Yeah, okay, this is what I want to attack. These digits, we already have 3 low digits in row 8. And these 2 digits, one of them must be high and one of them must be low. Because as I said on a German whisper line, you have a low digit. If you have a low digit, it must be next to a high digit. And if you have a high digit, it must be next to a low digit. So one of these must be low. Well, we've already eliminated 1, 2, and 3. What is the low digit here? It has to be 4. And 4 cannot be next to 2 unique digits on a German whisper line, which it would be if it were here. Therefore, 4 has to be here. Also, this 9 eliminates 9 here, so that makes this 8, which makes this 7, which makes this 6 to add up to 13. Therefore, this is 5 and 1, which means this can't be 1. This is 2. This is 1. This 7 means these add up to 5. Well, the only possible combination now is 1 and 4. Actually, this 2 eliminated this 2 anyway, so this is 1 and 4 then. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 7. This 4 must be next to a 9 on a German whisper line, so this is 9. And we need another low here to be next to the 9, so this must be 2. Because we are missing 1, 3, and 4. And then we just do normal Sudoku because we've pretty much solved everything else. So this has to be 7 or 8. This is 7 or 8. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so this is 8. In the rest of column 4, we have a 5. So that's 5. In the rest of column, sorry, this is column 6. In the rest of column 6 is a 5. In the rest of column 7, we are missing a 6. So that's 6. The remaining digits in, let's see, where else do we want to go? We have 8 ones. We know where the last one has to be then. It has to be in this row and in column 1. So this is 1. 2s. How many 2s do we have? We have 7, I believe. No, 6. We have 6. Where are we missing 2s? We're missing 2s in this region. So 2 has to be one of these 2. And no, we have 7 2s. Okay, that's what I was wondering. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 7 2s. So then we are missing a 2 in this region, and 2 cannot be here. So either this is 2 or that's 2. Okay, so that's not that helpful. What are we missing in this central region? We are missing 7, 8, and 9. This can't be 7 or 9 because of the 7, 9 in the row, so this is 8. This can't be 7, so this is 9, which makes this 7. That 7 eliminates 7 here, so that's 6, and that leaves a 5 here. What are we missing in this lower right-hand region? It's 3, 7, 8. We're missing in row 6 a 3 and a 4. But this can't be 4 because of the 4 in the region. So this is 3, this is 4. In row 4, we're missing 2, 3, and 4. This can't be 2, obviously. This can't be 4 because of this 4. So that's okay. In row 1, we're missing, what, 4, 7, and 8. And this can't be 4, so this is 7 or 8. This is 4, 7, and 8. So there must be a 4 in one of these 2 cells there, which eliminates... Okay, well, we didn't even need that. So what are we missing in row 2? We are missing 2, 7, and 9. So this is 2, 7, 9, 2, 7, 9, and this is 7 or 9. This 8 actually eliminates 8 in the rest of this region. So this can't be 8. This is a 4, 7 pair, which eliminates 4 and 7 in the rest of the row and the rest of the region. This can't be 7. This is 9, which means this can't be 9. This can't be 9. This can't be 7, so this must be 8. This 8 eliminates 8 here. Okay, what else are we missing? In row 3, we're missing 4, 5, 6, and 9. This can't be 4, 5, so this is 6 or 9. This can't be 5 because of the 5 here, and this can't be 9, so this is 4, 6. This is 4, 6, or 9, whereas the 5 then in row 3, it has to be here, so this is 5. Oh, this 9 eliminates 9 in the rest of the irregular regions, so this can't be 9. That's a 4-6 pair, which eliminates 4 and 6 in the rest of the row. This can't be 4 or 6, so this is 9. In row 5, what are we missing? Actually, let's do row 7. Let's do row 9. This can't be 8. This is a 3-7, 3-7 pair, which eliminates 3 and 7 in the rest of the region. This can't be 7. This is 8, which makes this 7, which makes this 2, which makes that 7. This 7 also eliminates 7 here, so it's 4 and 7. 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 6 and 4. This can't be 2 or 4, so this is 3, which makes this 4, which makes that a 2. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 3 and 7. And that's 3 in the corner. We celebrate because we know we're getting close to solving this. The only digit remaining in row 9 is a 9, so that's 9. How about column 9? We are missing 6, so this is 6. We're missing a 3 at 9 pair in column 8. This can't be 9 because of the 9 in the row, so this is 3, this is 9. We're missing in this region an 8, so this must be 8, which forces this to be a 5 here. That means in column 1, we're missing an 8. That's an 8, and this must be a 6. And that's how you solve it. Congrats. Thank you. Yep, this was very easy. And this also showed slight differences from irregular region Sudoku versus just normal Sudoku. So that was good, actually. It was nice. Very, very nice. A lot of the logic is the same, obviously. It's just that when you're looking for the regions, you just have to make sure that you follow the region geometry here. That's really the only tricky thing. Everything else you know from just normal Sudoku. Yeah. Irregular regions are interesting, actually. I like irregular region puzzles because the geometry does affect things. Not in this specific puzzle, really. This was mainly just a German Whisper and Arrow. Yeah. With the cages adding up totals, essentially. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.